The rain had been pouring down in buckets for the third straight day. The dam on the river, usually calm, now churned violently, overflowing with water. A rapid current raced along the concrete crest, sweeping away everything in its path. Ivan stood on the shore, gripping a leash in his hand. His dog, a red-coated mutt named Ruzhik, had broken free just an hour ago and now trembled in the middle of the dam, pressed against a protruding rock. The water was already lapping at his paws. "Ruzhik, come here," Ivan shouted, but the howling wind drowned out his voice. The emergency workers, already called to the scene, could only shrug. Launching a boat was deadly dangerous, and the helicopter wouldn't make it in time. "A little longer, and he'll be swept away," someone in the crowd whispered. Ivan looked at his dog. Ruzhik whined, his dark eyes full of fear, fixed directly on his owner. Ivan remembered how, 3 years ago, he had found him on the street, dirty, starving, with a broken leg. How he nursed him back to health, how Ruzhik had licked his nose for the first time. "I can't just stand here and watch." Without thinking of the consequences, Ivan lunged forward. Ice in his chest. His feet slipped on the wet concrete. The water slammed against his knees, trying to knock him down. Every step was like Russian roulette. One wrong move, and he'd be dragged under, where the churning foam would grind him up like a meat grinder. "Ruzhik, hold on." Seeing his owner, the dog whined even louder but didn't move. Fear had paralyzed him. 5 more steps. 4. 3. The water was now waist deep. Ivan felt his legs buckling, the current pulling him under. "All right, I've got you." He bent down, scooped Ruzhik into his arms, and turned toward the shore. But at that moment, a wave hit with renewed force. Ivan staggered. A second passed. The crowd on the shore froze. He fell, but at the last moment, he managed to grab onto a ledge with one hand while clutching the trembling dog to his chest with the other. "Hold on," people shouted. Someone threw a rope. Ivan caught it with his teeth. Another minute, and they were pulled out. They lay on the ground, both soaked, shaking, but alive. Ruzhik licked Ivan's face, and he laughed through his tears. "You idiot," he whispered, hugging the dog. "Don't scare me like that again." And the rain, as if nothing had happened, kept pouring. But now it was just rain. Not a threat, not the end, just rain.